Y'all, welcome back to part 2 of preserving strawberries. I told you I'd bring you back for the second part. The first part of preserving the extra strawberries that we had from that wonderful strawberry patch that we were able to get 20 pounds of strawberries from. We ended up making almost 9 8-ounce jelly jars of strawberry jam last time. Well, now we're going to be dehydrating some of those. And I went ahead and got started on a couple of trays, but I'm going to continue showing you how we do this. So I'm going to sit you down. Right there. I have already washed my strawberries, taken the tops off. When you're dehydrating your strawberries, you want to cut them at 1/4 of an inch. About like that. I'm going to go ahead and continue cutting these, and then we will move forward to showing you what's next to preserve your strawberries by dehydrating them. Also, when you dehydrate, these make excellent little snacks for your kiddos and yourselves. So healthy, and when you dehydrate them, the sweetness will come out even more, which is wonderful because these are extremely sweet anyway. You can also powder them and put them in your vanilla cupcakes to make a strawberry cupcake or strawberry flaked cupcakes. You can also powder them and add them to your buttercream frostings. You can also add them to your fruit smoothies. So you'll be able to use these in so many different ways. And that's just by dehydrating them, which we're going to do today. Alright, I'll bring you back once I get these chopped up. So now we have our strawberries chopped up. And I have a mesh liner for my dehydrator. And at this point, you are going to just stack them in rows, not touching, close as you can so that you can utilize all the room that you have. Now you guys can cut these a little thicker than the 1/4 inch. Just remember that it's going to take longer to dry. So that's what I'm doing now, is just putting these in a row. Look how juicy those are. So as I continue to do this, when I get finished, I'll take you over to the dehydrator and show you what we've got. So you can put them pretty close together. Like I said, try not to have them touching so that they can have airflow in between all of them. A little piece there that keeps wanting to touch. Yeah, if you can just keep them separated. If they do touch a little bit, it's not going to hurt. But try to keep all the cuts about uniform. And we're going to move over to the dehydrator. I do have some more strawberries left, so I'm going to put that on another tray, and then we will talk about temperatures and time. Alright, I lost you there. Anyway, I was saying that we made our jams, and now we're dehydrating, and I told you how you could use those. You can also sprinkle that on your ice cream for a nice little crunchy texture, and the strawberry flavor is delicious. But anyway, so the third way that we're going to be preserving is going to be freezing. So I'm going to show you how I use my fruit saver, and I can freeze my strawberries for later use. Because I am going to make a second batch of jam, I'm going to go ahead and pre-measure that out and put it in the freezer. And then the other ones I will slice and freeze those as well, and we can use those for anything that we want to pull them out for. Strawberry shortcake, strawberry cake, strawberry muffins, for future use. So those are 3 ways that you can preserve strawberries for your pantries, your freezer, your family. And you know, I'm always talking about self-reliance and always talking about trying to be self-sustained. And these are ways that you can preserve your food. The freezer is great, and it's okay for a short term, but the best way to preserve your food is canning it or dehydrating it, just because it has longer shelf life. And if you go out of electricity, you still have that. You don't have to worry about the freezer. But we will use most likely the stuff in our freezer before we would our canning goods. So we're going to move on. I'm going to go ahead and get over there and get some strawberries ready. We have a whole bunch still that need to go into the freezer. And I'll bring you back in just a few short minutes. Well, I said for you a few minutes. It was for me a few minutes. For you, it was a blip of a second. So, look at all these strawberries. I have a lot of strawberries to put in the freezer there. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to start chopping. And if you remember, I talked about how we needed 8 cups of cut strawberries. Sorry, couldn't get my brain there for a minute. To make the 5 smashed cups of strawberries for the jam. So what I will do is measure the 8 cups, and I will put that in one bag and mark it so the hubby doesn't get in there and get it. And then I can break that out for jam later. And then the rest of it I will be vacuum sealing in 2-cup intervals. That way we can just break it out as we need. And I'll show you that process once I start getting things cut up here. Alright, so I'm chopping. We have the 8 cups that was in here. I've already started chopping some. And we're going to just rough chop these. This is for the next batch of jam that I'm doing. That will be in the freezer, so I'll be doing those on another day. It smells like strawberry shortcake in here. It smells delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and finish rough chopping these. Finish this here, and then we'll move on to the food saver. So here is our strawberry jam batch. And I have my Sealing Meal food saver here. And we're just going to take this and tuck it in the little groove here. Shut it down and hold it. Alright, so it got too much juice in there. So let's go ahead and get some of that out. And try again. Hopefully this will work. I've never used this for juice or strawberries. There we go. Open. And we got some juice in there. That's okay. I can clean that up and it will be good as new. But there you have it. That way you can put it in the freezer and don't have to worry about frostbiting or anything like that. Freezer burn. I'm going to go ahead and finish doing the rest of these strawberries. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, or week I should say. And I always upload my videos most generally on Fridays unless there's a special occasion. So thank you for joining me today and learning how to preserve your strawberries for your family. We really appreciate you. We love you. God bless you. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see our future videos. And, oh, share, share, share. Love you all. Have a blessed week. See you next Friday.